Going to be exciting right from the start in terms of action rather than sort of this build-up of hit. I think they will be going for it straight away.
Park just trying to adjust his body wire. And we are underway in this men's FA gold medal match.
Both these fencers have plenty of experience. Oh, just one tiny lapse in concentration. And the Korean is like a bullet out of a gun with this flesh. Look how fast he moves. I mean, Robeiri is nowhere near blocking that. Nowhere near. I said before in the semi-final that, you know, he was dancing around. He's gone much more classic, the French fencer. He has the classic skills in his locker.
You can see that he's using the width of the piece early on here.
If you're going to attack Park, you better make sure that either you hit him or you get away quickly. And
there was nowhere to go.
He just couldn't move fast enough there. You know, nice attempt at an attack, but just a little bit too far away. He's knocked out the way, and it's actually the second action. He got caught, unable to go backwards. He wasn't able to retreat.
Well, if he doesn't get you with the speed, he'll get you with the strength.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Pulls his foot out of the way, and this time it's Robeiri that's sharp over the top.
Double there, and that Robeiri lucky to escape with that.
Yeah, I don't know whether that was the Korean going down in some kind of pain or whether it was just frustration. Like you say, he felt that he was capable of getting a single light up.
Yeah. He thought he was going to have that all to himself. Robeiri. Able to get his first solo point in this match.
I'm wondering whether emotion is playing a little bit of a part in this one now, because the Korean was obviously frustrated by the last hit. That may well have affected his ability to reset and get back on with it. It looks like he's done that now. Busyness has started again from him.
And time runs out in the opening period. We are tied at 3. And I think that Ulrich Robeiri is pretty lucky to be in the position he's in right now.
Might be, but it's possible that, as I said, emotion has played its part here and just given him a slight opportunity. And you've got to take your opportunities when they come, and he did. I think it's down now to the Korean coach and the French coach to make sure that their athletes have a very good plan. As you see these beautiful replays, you see that action there is actually as Robeiri on your right pulls away, he manages to stick the tip of his sword on the inside of the hand of his opponent.
Here we go, the start of the second period in this gold medal match. Level at 3. And Robeiri trying to reattach the wire to the wireless scoring device on his mask.
His weapons come loose. Tighten that up.
And threw it in reverse and moved very quickly down the piste.
Well, great potential for the weapon not to work if it's loose. So I'm not surprised he got out of the way. That is an absolutely stunning hit. To be able to do that so accurately whilst going backwards is just a skill and a half. Look at that, flick over the top, land the hit and close out afterwards to make sure there's absolutely zero chance of getting hit or a double. And that's, I think, perhaps why he was frustrated in the previous round or previous period.
Robeiri able to fashion a hit out of that, hugging the back line. You see the replay there.
Sort of second across his body and then riposte in prime.
And a fist pump to go along with it.
Wasn't really even prime. His thumb was almost on top there, but his hand very high. Drawing in of an attack and then picking up the blade and hitting with a riposte. This time it's a cart parry and binds it right the way around. Previous one was circular C's flicked shoulder or flicked arm. That one was a cart to body.
when Robeiri teetering on the edge and then falling off. And the point has been given on that exchange.
I'm sure the referee called halt for the loss of balance there.
Now Park is going to ask for his weapon to be checked. It works. No, he's looking up at the replay screen in the hall.
Well, he's hoping that they show a replay of the hit on the TV coverage, which is being transmitted into the main hall here.
Well, he's of the view that Robeiri could possibly have been off the piste when he landed the hit, but he hasn't called for a video review, so.
Little lucky, but they all count. You see the replay here. He just gets the hit on, but at the same time, just manages to make Robeiri miss under his arm. Fencing diagonally across the piste now.
Time is winding down here in the second.
They back away from each other.
And we will go to our second 1 minute break. 6 for Park, 5 for Robeiri.
Well, they're having a little chat there, the Korean and his coach. And at the other end of the piste, we see the same with Robeiri and his coach. They get a chance to take on some fluids here, and there's very clear instruction coming from the coach. They had a game plan, and I'm absolutely sure of that. And now he's saying you've got to stop doing. I think he's talking about the target area and the shoulder area of his opponent. And there you see he's just missed
right under his arm.
And that's perhaps why the coach is pointing at the shoulder and gesticulating, saying, no, don't go there.
We go now to the third and final period in this gold medal match, 2014 World Fencing Championships. 1 point differential here.
Very comfortable fencing at his end of the piste, Robeiri. But Park's decided he needs a bit more room to deliver his hit. And that time, if you see the replay here, you'll see the point of the Frenchman's weapon pointing downwards. There you go. And then he clips them on the knee. Exactly what the coach had said to him. Well executed. And well done for sticking to the game plan you were giving.
We are level at 6.
And again, if you watch Robeiri's point, even as he's going backwards, his hand is going up in the air and the tip of the sword is going down onto the target area. So using his height when going backwards and going to the lower part of the target when going forwards. Count. It's Park that ran in. It's his fault. And he's so much taller that he was able to reach over the top,
back, yeah.
the top of him and hit him, I think,
down and on to the back of Park. And you can sense a big shift in confidence for Ulrich Robeiri. Now shifting diagonally on the piste.
Well, we saw this against his teammate Grimier. He started sort of playing, and dancing is a good way to describe it. If your footwork is so light that you look like you're dancing, oh, that's a nice hit. But he's saying no, he didn't hit. I think he's saying he didn't hit his opponent. He hit himself. Let's have a look on the replay. Yeah, he does. He hits himself on the way through.
The crowd applauding his sportsmanship. And referee questioning Robeiri. He says, yes, I hit myself.
Yes, the World Championship title at stake. I've seen that before with Nikolai Novozhelov doing that at the World Championships in Catania 2011, and he won the Fair Play Award for that.
Robeiri unable to control this time, and Park within 1.
Well, searching each other out, and Park comes out on top. I'm not sure that Robeiri can really sit back and let this happen. He's got to stay on top of it, and that's what's allowed Park to get back in. In effect, the same thing has happened, but the other way around.
We're level again at 8. That 2-point advantage built by Robeiri has disappeared, and the momentum shift back the other way. We're on 30 seconds remaining in the match.
And great stuff. That's brave. That's really brave. He just sensed that Park was going back a little bit too slowly and sort of launched his flash attack.
Well, Park, there was a pause. There was just a moment's pause, and Park on the receiving end of a fantastic flash attack. And Robeiri back in the lead, 29 seconds remaining in the match.
Don't turn away from this now. Park's not going to sit still. just a matter of when is he going to take this risk.
He's got 13 seconds.
He's going to have to go. And he doesn't go, and that is what opens the door for Robeiri. He doesn't take advantage, keeps closing the distance, and Robeiri says, well, look, if you're going to get that close to me, I'm going to come and hit you. I can risk a double.
Just a moment's hesitation, and he who hesitates is lost. 7 seconds remain. Park charging forward. A double.
Park just didn't take the risk early enough, and Robeiri, all he has to do is cling on to this now.
Now, Robeiri questioning the referee. Referee's telling him to get back to the line.
I think he's questioning whether the hit happened on him or on the piste. Again, I saw.
Well, he's got a challenge. He can use it.
Coach is telling him to get on with it. Yeah, that's all he has to do. Just stick his arm out, and again.
Now he's questioning the clock because the clock has not moved off 7 seconds, but we know that the clock is moving in thousandths of a second, and you don't necessarily, from the time that it starts, well, they're going to move it to 6. And we've got the Swiss timing people coming out now.
Now a bit of controversy at the end of the night.
We've never seen a clock issue in a fencing match before. He said tongue planted firmly in cheek, and referee over now to speak to Robeiri. And the control being held by an assistant referee.
Now they brought, I believe, the video referee up onto the platform, so that it's very clear that when the alley is called, they get on with it. Clock is ticking down now. Park is just going to keep going for it every time.
Well, all Robeiri needs is 2 more doubles.
And he's worn a hit here. The Korean fencer is down, sitting down, and I'm wondering if that's in the same area. Yeah, could possibly well be in the same area that Robeiri got hit in the semi-final. And referee allows a little bit of leniency to let Park recover. He's asking him to get on with it now.
Ulrich Robeiri, 2 hits, 5 seconds away.
It's possible, but not if your opponent hits you first. A completely accidental collision.
And Ulrich Robeiri on the floor. And they've called for the medical staff to come over and have a look.
Completely accidental collision. You know, we know that Park's going to go for it. He's taken a big circular cease parry. That's what's allowed Robeiri to hit, and then their knees clash, and both of them are in a little bit of pain. I think they'll both be all right, but they immediately grabs his knee and dives off the platform and lands on the leg that he took the bang on.
And Park is sat on the side of the piste. And yeah, they both felt that.
Yeah, it's going to happen when you're going for it. And I noticed the clock is still on 5 seconds. See how quickly that ticks down to 4.
But Robeiri on 14, needing one green light to claim the gold. And there it is, Ulrich Robeiri in a dramatic match is our 2014 men's épée world champion. Now the referee is ordering his teammates off the piste. He has to salute, shake hands, and the match officially over. Karam, what a fantastic finish to that match.
Yeah, again, it's just kept delivering all day today, this competition. It's a slow burn épée,
but when it goes off big.
And getting the bumps here now, Ulrich Robeiri, and a deserving world champion. Well done to Park from